Morning, coming to you at 1100 hours on April 24th, 2019. This is Power of Oneness in a review. My other video didn't take, so I'm going to try to do this again, and it wouldn't save because I only get up to 8 minutes. I'm going to try to do this in 8 minutes. So within the Power of Oneness in review, Power of Oneness, the power within you. Power is not given, power is earned. So that means if you don't go out and do anything, that power, which is a element known as an energy within your ability, guess what happens to it? It goes nowhere. So now you have to think about, well, if I don't get up and do it, how do I have power? How do you gain power? You can't gain power by just sitting there. You can't. Think about life. Think about anything you gain in life. Can you gain anything in life with just sitting there? Some things you have, but what you're seeking for, are you gaining it? No, because you can't sit there. I don't care what anybody say or anybody do. Show me a person. I remember the lady said this. She said, show me a person, it was on the different lines, that don't have anything. I can show you that they didn't do anything. Show me a person that have things going on, I can show you the things that they have going on. Because we always try to use the notion is it's not always visible. That's not always true. That's not true for me and true for you. Well, I know what's true for me and you. I know if you sit on your butt all day and don't do anything, what power do you have? That's as telling a rock to move, a piece of wood to cut, or a nail to put itself inside the wood. So there's nothing moving that nail into the wood. There's nothing carving in that wood into a table or chair, whatever you need that wood to be. And what is happening? There's no power. So if you think about the power which we are given, I'm not affiliated to no religion. I don't bind myself. I don't limit and constrict. Now, if you are one of my subscribers, I respect religion. I respect your beliefs. So take this as, what will you do if things are happening? Do you sit there? Something is about to fall. Now, it depends on what it is. If it's too heavy, you might not catch it, so you'll move out the way. But if it's light enough or not as heavy, less weight, you almost such as catch it. So look at our children. Hopefully, we draw the power still. One power is being positive. So within this power, the power of oneness is being positive, which I learned. I'm happy that I'm at an older age when I'm going to have my first child. I haven't met the lady yet, and I'm happy I haven't met the lady yet, because I get to work on me and I get to work on things within me. I don't go by all these new words these terminologies that we using about alpha and masculine. That came later. As I explained in my last recording, I'm not an animal. I'm a being. I'm a person that got a brain that I'm not using instinct. I'm using information. I'm using the earth to grow. I'm using all the resources, all my assets that I have to get around. I'm not storing food outside in the winter and the cold. I got a refrigerator. We have access to things that animals, they use a different light because they're animals. We're not animals. So I'm not going to say I'm an alpha male. I'm not going to say I'm masculine. I'm going to say I'm a man. I'm a man first, and then I'm a black man. That protects. I am the yang of the yin, the full circle of life, the cycle of life. So I'm going to be who I am. I'm not defined by another man and who they are. But if you define me and want me to be that way, such as I'm not going to be the way you want me to. I might even be better. But if you only limit yourself, I say this, and what you're doing, even in your religion should not have limits to it. Working on yourself, dignity, morals, values, and ethics should be there, but it shouldn't limit you to be the best you can be. You understand what I'm saying? So, what I am saying? So, within that, think about your child as a canvas. If the child was born around two people that wanted to have a baby. That's positive. That not even planned, but you wanted to have a baby. You were doing all the things together first to say, this is what we're about to bring into this earth, a life. And I know I'm going to use my wife's life. I know I got to protect her essence of who she is going to be onto the child. So I'm not saying, see, I use the word perfect differently. As you can see, it means whole, established. But quote unquote, as this world use perfect, I'm going to use it in my way. Perfect is whole and established. I want to be a whole person. She's a whole woman. I'm a whole man. So we come together to make a whole person. Two halves can make a whole, but I don't want to be a half. I want to be whole, because when I'm whole, I'm established. I'm put together. I am complete. I am not incomplete. If I was incomplete, I would be incomplete. But I would be imperfect. But we're not. The word came out as, just as your child going to come out as perfect, whole, and established. We created a child. Her shell, the womb, my semen has been covered. And if you go grow and put a seed into soil, what type of soil you want? Good seed to produce what? Good fruit. So I want to make sure everything around my wife and my woman, first me, RVD. Remember wrestling? RVD? That's funny. But me first, I'm going to make sure everything's around me good. And it's not so much how much, it's the quality. We forget about that. That's one of the, I'm gonna be stepping around, because this is going to be a book layer on next quality. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to write that down just in case. Quality, if I didn't have quality written. I'm going to go between review power of oneness 1, 2, and 3. So in 4, 1 is already out. 2, 3, and 4 is coming. I already did some of 2 already. The example, the understanding of the establish who you are, being the best example you can be, and the importance of change. So I want to make sure that within me, I am able to do all the things I am able to do. So what I say unto one, I say unto all, is your path is your journey. So you want to make sure all the things surrounding you is of good. And if it's not of good, where can it go? Where is it going to? How can you be your best? How can she be her best if you're not providing? And if she's not, her shell is no good, is unhealthy, how can she cover the child? How can she give her essence of life? So you have a great day. Say la.